Stephen, many congratulations. The first tie-break winner at this year's World Championship. Sum up your emotions after a rollercoaster battle there.
Yes, a 2-0 up. That was not the plan. I felt comfortable, felt in control. And yeah, just for whatever reason, I fell asleep. And to go behind in the match was travesty, to be honest. I felt a bit worthless. But I'm happy to be able to dig myself out of that hole and find a way to win the match.
119 average in that first set. You looked unstoppable. So what was going through your head when Sebastian made it 2-2?
What am I doing? Yeah, I felt, like I said, I felt great. I felt in control. First 2 sets, I felt like I played really well. Seen the stats there. To finish with a 96 average, I'm happy. But yeah, from 2-0 up to where I finished off is not what I want to do. But I always say the first game is always the most hardest in any tournament, whether it's a VOWS, whether it's any tournament. It's always the most difficult. And yeah, I've 2 years ago I'd have probably lost that game. To come through that game, to win, to feel the joy I do. I've got my lad here with a smile on his face, and I can't wait to get back to the hotel and celebrate that win. But I've got a few days off, and I'll make sure I'm ready for the next game.
And you've been involved in so many big games on this stage. How valuable was that experience, particularly in the final set?
Yeah, the experience, and not just the experience, the fans. The fans were exceptional. Throughout the whole game, the Let's Go Bunting mental, the walking in a Bunting wonderland was cheered all the way through. And listen, for any opponent I play, they're going to feel the pressure of that. And yeah, when things don't come my way, I've got the fan base, and they are the 12th man. They really helped me through, and they was able to push me on towards the back end of that game.
And up next for you is Nitin Kumar, who made history earlier today. Just a word on Nitin and what you're expecting from that game.
Yeah, Nitin's a fantastic player. For what he's done for Indian darts is exceptional. I've known him for quite a few years now, and we played each other in Bahrain. Luckily, I was able to win that game, but the World Championships are so different. I'm really looking forward to playing. Obviously, he had the crowd on his side tonight. I'm sure that when we play next week, the crowd will all be going Bunting mental, and I love him to bits. I think he's a great player, but hopefully I've got enough to get him out the way. Thank you.
Stephen, congratulations. You had to improvise a little bit there, it's fair to say. Yeah,
like I said, it was going to plan. I felt like I was, and you know, exhibitions, practice, everything's gone exceptional, apart from this little bit of a cold I've got. I'm shaking off, but yeah, I was so happy with the way I started the match, and I was so happy with the way I finished the match. I just wasn't happy the way that I let him back into the game.
What's the main takeaway then from tonight?
Fish and chips, mushy peas and curry sauce.
Sounds good to me. In terms of your next match against Nitin, what do you do between now and then to kind of get yourself ready to be firing on all cylinders again?
I think more of the same. I had a great practice session with Damon Heta leading into this. I'm going to get on the phone tomorrow, make sure we bash our heads together again. And yeah, just stay on the practice board. I feel like my game's in a great place. I beat Luke Littler only 3, 4, 5 days ago, whatever it was. When you're playing exhibitions and you're playing against the best players in the world, it's the best practice, to be honest. And coming into this, great confidence. I feel like I'm playing well. I'm well number 4, so I need to have my chin held high. And there's no question in my mind that I can win this tournament. But I need to make sure that I prepare myself right. I need to make sure that I turn up. Everything's got to be prim and proper. And yeah, I can do it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Stephen, congratulations. You don't often lose your composure on the hockey. Normally cool, calm and collected. But towards the end there was a period where you seemed to be just throwing the darts like nothing could work. Is that most unlike you to lose that composure like that?
No, I don't think I lost composure. I just think he stepped up a level and I dropped off. I think that was it. Maybe I thought the game was over, 2 sets to 0 up, which is a silly thing to do. But like I said, the first game is always the hardest. So to be able to come back from going behind after being 2-0 up and absolutely cruising shows massive cojones. It shows that I'm able to do it, and it shows that I'm willing to fight to be in this World Championships, and I know every other player is going to do that, but there's only so many people who can fight and show that resilience throughout that game.
I know we spoke up in the build up to the World Championships that some of the TV tournaments haven't gone according to plan, even though performances have been good. When he drags it back and then goes in front, are you thinking, not again?
No, because what has gone before has gone, and I'd be daft to look behind me. It's about one leg at a time, one set at a time, one game at a time, and yeah, it's not about what's gone before, it's about what's coming. And listen, I've played in this World Championship so many times. I've done it with the Lakeside. I was able to find a way to win that championship, and I'm going to do everything in my power to be able to win this championship. I'm 40 now. There's not many years left, but I'm going to make sure I win it before I retire.
And just to have a scare like that early on in the tournament, does that set you up well mentally and physically, the fact that you've been the distance and mentally that you've come through it? Does that set you in a real good stead going forward?
Yeah, definitely, and it was a scare that I brought on myself. So that makes it more sweet that I was able to overcome that. But yeah, I must do better. Stop bringing scares on that I don't need. It was a game that I was so in control of, and yeah, I let myself down a bit. But listen, I got through. If I'd have lost, I'd have been hiding under some rock outside somewhere. But thankfully, I was able to get through the game. Like I said, 96 average, I think, in the end. I'm happy with the performance. I'm happy to get over the line. And the first game is always the hardest. So now, it just comes easier. Thank you.
Stephen, congratulations on the win. We saw a little bit of aggression from you, which we perhaps don't normally see, particularly in that third set after VOWS had come back so well. When that comes out of you, do you feel like that helps you lift your game a little bit, or is it something you try and hide a bit more?
I'm not really an aggressive player, but I just felt like, yeah, I was a bit lethargic in that third and fourth set. And maybe that's to do with feeling a bit under the weather, or I don't know. The first two sets felt great. I felt great in the practice, and for whatever reason, I lost that bit of composure. But like I said, it shows a true champion to be able to get through that game. When you go behind, I was able to find the fight, the courage. I've got my family here, I've got my management here, I've got all them fans in that arena, I've got my sponsors on my shoulders. There's a lot of pressure. I'm world number 4. I don't want to go out of this tournament. I want to win it. So I was able to find that fight, and I'm still in.
You mentioned your practice there and practicing with Damon Heta. I know previously in preparation for this tournament you've done with Luke Humphreys. I think Luke Littler didn't end up doing it with you before. Is there anyone else you've been practicing, anything like that?
No, just Damon, to be honest. I think Damon's a fantastic player. Luke was busy. The other Luke was busy. I'm world number 4. Van Galen lives too far away. So there's not too many people, to be honest, to ring. But yeah, you're rubbing shoulders with the best players in the world anyway. I've done 8 exhibitions over the last 2 weeks. I feel in great fettle. I feel like I'm playing probably the best dart of my life. Like I said, I beat Luke Littler the other week. And yeah, I'm ready to fight for this title. I've got a few days off now. I'll make sure to get rid of this bit of a chesty cough, and I'll be back fighting and ready to go.
And back on Nitin Kumar next. Obviously, you talk a lot about the crowd and it being on your side. I don't know if you caught his game earlier with all the crowd support on there.
No, did he win?
Are you worried about the crowd potentially turning against you because it's something that you might not have had for a long time?
No. Only because I'm Stephen Bunting. I'm the people's champion. They're all going to go Bunting mental no matter what happens. You heard them tonight. And in diversity, when I went behind, they were there to be able to pick me up and spit me out and get me over the line. And yeah, the crowd's unbelievable. My fan base, I think my YouTube's almost at 100,000. But I'm just a normal person. It's nice to be able to relate to the crowd and give something back to them, show people that I am normal. And yeah, I'm absolutely, well, slightly normal. But yeah, I'm so happy that I was able to get over the line, and yeah, we go again. Thank you.
Stephen, well done on that win. Just on Scott's point there, what would happen if the crowd just did turn against you, just turn heel and started booing you out of the building? Would you go full Hulk Hogan and try to give it some back?
Oh, listen, the crowd's been unbelievable to me over the last 2-3 years, whatever it may be, and if that was the case, I'll have to deal with it, but I can't see that happening, to be honest. I think no matter who I play, I've played Luke Littler on this stage last year. I had all the crowd on my side. Yeah, I believe I've got the best fan base in darts. I've got the best social media in darts. I've got the best management in darts. I've got the best family in darts. And the only thing I'm lacking is the World Championship, and it's coming this year.
It seemed for about 40 minutes there was a wasp on your opponent's shoulder, and that seemed to coincide with him playing a lot better. Did you not ever feel like just squatting that fly and getting rid of it, because it seemed to be causing you a problem?
I'm scared of wasps.
Was that in your mind then?
Well, as soon as I seen it, I thought it was a ghost, because someone killed it the other day, didn't he? So there must be a nest somewhere. Yeah, but that's probably why I'm not going to get selected for I'm a Celebrity, get me out of here, to be honest. But no, I enjoy playing on the biggest stages in the world. Obviously, you know there's going to be a wasp flying about somewhere. He was a bit of a wasp in my side, to be honest, the way he come back. But I was able to get me swatted out and get over the line.
This is the first World Championship where a player will walk away with £1 million. What does Stephen Bunting do with the £1 million prize money?
Oof. Buy a chippy.
A bit like Gavin Price.
I don't actually know, to be honest. I never look at darts for money. You're probably best asking me lad or my manager or the missus what they're going to do. But yeah, money is, it doesn't mean a lot to me. It's more about family. I grew up in a family that had no money when I was a kid, so to give my family a better life is what it's all about. If I can win $1 million, then I can look after them more. So that means everything to me.
Thank you, Stephen. Well done today.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Stephen. A word for your opponent as well. How surprised were you with his comeback, and just how good can he be?
Yeah, not really surprised. I know how good he can be. He's won a Pro Tour. He's a dangerous player. He doesn't give very much away when he's up on that stage. And like I said, 2-0 up, felt confident, felt like I was cruising. And then for whatever reason, maybe took me foot off the gas for 2 seconds, and he took massive advantage of that. And yeah, he was unlucky in the end. I'm a bit lucky to get through that game, but so happy to be able to do that.
And how do you assess your 2025 overall?
Yeah, I think, listen, I'm up to well number 4. If I'm upset with that, then there's something wrong. I think I've had a great season. There's been a lot of titles that I've won that have not been ranked as well. And yeah, people are talking about people coming up behind me and overtaking me. I'm not looking behind, I'm looking ahead. I want to be well number 3, well number 2, well number 1. So I know the hard work starts now. And I know that I've got the capabilities to push myself up that ladder. I know I'm one of the best players in the world. And yeah, I'm going to show people that I am.
And with this tournament being the longest of them all, how important is it to you to manage your time, in between games and preparation, and how you're preparing for these games?
You know more than anything. You're away with me more than anything. The exhibitions are important. It's important to give back to the fans. But it's also important to play World Series, Premier League, all the tournaments I can. I know certain players have said they're not playing Pro Tour or they're not playing European. For me, it's important to keep me ranking up. Like I said, I'm chasing 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to play as many tournaments as I can. And yeah, hopefully I can push myself up that ranking ladder. Thank you.
Stephen, congratulations. Was there a moment in that game where you maybe thought, well, okay, I've thrown it away, there is no way back?
Yeah, especially when I said to Mark, start the car. Yeah, listen, when you're 2-0 up and cruising and feeling like you're in full control, to go behind in the match, yeah, it's a hard pill to swallow. But like I said, I'm so happy to get over that line. That game has taught me a lot. I need to learn a lot from that game as well. And I'm still on the tournament. I'm still dangerous. I can still win.
So what can that win give to you?
Well, another 10 grand, I think. No, it's important to learn from that, to go 2-0 up and don't fall asleep, to believe in myself even though things don't happen all the time. And listen, you're up there for so long, you're bound to, your mind's bound to wonder. And tonight, luckily, I was able to pull myself through, and I promise you that won't happen again.
the set play was maybe against you tonight, or did it help you in the end to win that? Are you a fan of that, or would you wish to play a World Championship also in a match play system where you would have been up by 6-1, 6-2 after the first 2 sets?
No, I enjoy the set format. Listen, my record in the World Championships is really good. I've had 2 semi-finals here, and I'm 40 now. I want to win this title, and I'll give myself 10 years to do it. Hopefully I can do it this year, and then I can relax for the next 9. So that's the plan. But yeah, the long goal was to make sure I'm in the next round. I was able to do that tonight. Wasn't the best game, but for the first 2 sets it was.
The last one from me, we have seen you play incredible stuff also on the floor where other players had some problems and you don't had your Bunting fan army there supporting you. So what makes you also be in blistering form in that other environment where people also say it's maybe another sport?
Yeah, I think I'm one of the best players on the floor. I'm one of the best players on the European tour. I've proved that with the rankings. Sometimes you turn up at darts and you can put as much practice in as you want. Sometimes it doesn't happen. But for me, like I said, the fans are a massive part. When I come here, Ali Pally, you hear the Bunting army up the hill. You see the people dressed in the Bunting shirts, the Bunting hats, singing "Let's Go Bunting Mental." And for me, this is an unbelievable venue. I'm so happy that the PDC was able to extend the contract for it. I can't wait to move into the Great Hall next year, and hopefully I can come back and defend my title.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Last one or two.
Hi, Stephen.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I understood you using a hypnotist. Can you explain that?
Sleep. Yeah, it's really important for me. I believe that he helped me with my sleep, with feeling confident. Yeah, I've been seeing him now for probably 3 years. So there was a lot of visualisation in the early days where I'd visualise picking a trophy up, and I went on to win the Masters. But it's so important. Nathan Aspinall uses him as well. There's a few players now who use him. But it's so important to be able to go into a game feeling positive, and yeah, he's really helped over the last few years.
Right. Thanks.
Stephen, you showed so much resilience when your opponent levelled the tie there. What's it like for you having your family in the crowd? Having your lad there must be the best feeling in the world as a dad.
Never mind having him here. He's there telling me to hurry up. He's waiting for the chippy. Chippy's shut now. No,
I suppose, in terms of emotions, what did you do to manage those emotions?
Yeah, it's amazing. Listen, I hear him in the crowd more than anybody, and he's my biggest fan. No matter how loud the crowd is, the Bunting mental chants and everything, he's the person I look for. I've got another son at home who's, I know when the walk-on goes on, he starts crying, so he's going to be another up-and-coming person who's going to push me on. But I've got a great family. Like I said, I've got brilliant fans. I've got a great management. I've got great sponsors. And yeah, the Stephen Bunting training is carrying on. And who's going to stop me?
And finally, question, how do you feel about the current state of darts in Liverpool for juniors? Do you think it's in a good position?
In where?
In Liverpool, northwest area?
Yeah, I think so. Obviously, I'm living in St Helens now, and yeah, St Helens has been a hotbed for darts for several years. Michael Smith, Alan Tabben back in the day, Dave Chisnall, who's moved to Morecambe now, and myself, and yeah, I think it's in a great position. I feel great to be Liverpool's #1 as well, but that adds pressure, so I try not to think about it. But thanks for bringing it up.